Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl Kimmy Kim. Sorry if I sound really quiet. It's 3 in the morning and I'm recording this video. If you're hearing my fan, I'm so sorry. But anyway, I wanted to do this video. So I don't know if those of you who have been watching my live streams recently, you would know that there's a certain YouTuber that I used to be cool with that I'm no longer cool with, and I think I've expressed that on my channel prior, and we've been having some beef. Well, I won't say beef, but I just feel like I've been constantly provoked. So I've been pushed to the point where I'm ready to talk about this. I didn't want to do a story time about this. I wanted to just completely forget about it, but I feel like I've been pushed and provoked to this point, so I'm gonna just do that. I'm gonna just give the story time as to what happened. But before I get into that, I just want to give the the initial stuff that happened on YouTube Live. When I first stopped speaking to that person, I blocked them and I deleted them on WhatsApp. This is how I've been provoked to this point. So I blocked and I deleted them off of WhatsApp. This person proceeds to now, after I blocked and deleted that person off of WhatsApp, we're in a mutual group together, we're in a group together, and if you block somebody on WhatsApp, they can still speak to you in the group. So I said, you know what, I'm not gonna remove myself from the group, because it was a group that I created and it was something that was like so close to my heart, right? I said, you know what, I'm not gonna leave the group. Hopefully we could be able to coexist in a group regardless of us not talking. This person will proceed to come and talk to me in the group, bringing our drama into the group. So at that moment, I left the group. I had to leave the group because I'm like, I know it will look weird if I remove the person, and I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to get away from the drama, because I'm the kind of person, when I cut you off, I cut you off. I don't want to hear what you have to say. I don't want to do none of that bullshit. So when he started talking to me in the group, I proceeded to leave the group because I didn't want any parts of it. So about 3-4 days after that, this person proceeds to talk more smack about me and explain the situation of us not speaking to the other YouTubers. So it was kind of nice to see that the YouTubers were telling him like, wow, that's not making sense, you should speak to her privately, that's not the place you should do it, you should not be in the group talking about your private stuff. Everybody was saying that, and I'm like, that's right. Like, why would you bring stuff that happened between us in a group that they know nothing about? You understand? So I said, you know what, I still feel like I've been provoked, but I said, you know what, I'm not gonna say nothing. That's life, let's move on from that. So about 2 days ago or a day ago, I think it was, I can't remember, 2-3 days ago, this person would comment under my live, subscribe to this person, who is the person I'm not cool with. So of course my subscribers who was on my live proceed to do the same thing on their live, saying subscribe to Kimmy Kim, because their subscribers came on my channel saying subscribe to their channel. So my subscribers went on their channel saying subscribe to Kimmy Kim. Now I don't know if the person got upset with that. I don't understand why they got upset, because his subscribers did the same thing to me, but whatever. So now I'm live tonight, I'm doing my live, and this guy proceeds to come under the live talking more smack, talking, cursing, saying all kind of stuff, and saying that I don't bathe or whatever bullshit like that, which I will explain to you guys. So I'm like, really? Like, I feel like I'm just being constantly provoked. Like, I leave you alone, you find a way to send me messages, you come under my live talking smack, which I haven't spoken smack about you on your live. I haven't come on your live from the time we started stop speaking. I haven't commented on your videos, I haven't come on your live, I haven't said nothing, but you'll find yourself on my live talking smack about me, which is not cool. So after the live is done, and I said that, okay, you know what, I'm gonna do my video, because I'm like, okay, you get to express yourself, you get to say your part, and I'm not allowed to say my part. This guy will send me a message saying, I'm talking to you as a friend, let's kill that and say we were doing it for attention and fun or some shit. So I'm like, when he said that, I'm like, first of all, we are not friends, because no friend of mine is going to provoke me to this point, because he was constantly provoking me. And he said some other stuff, and I was like, nigga bye or whatever. Like, I was not agreeing to his terms, because to me, I don't find that cool, right? You get to express yourself. You cursed on my channel, you say I don't bathe, you said embarrassing shit about me on my live, right, for everybody to see, and I have not put you in that position. But then after you get your side of the story out, you want to come and say let's dead it. I don't find that's cool. I'm not gonna dead it. I'm gonna express myself, and then we can dead it because you expressed yourself. So that's why that's how the drama started. But let me get into why I am not talking to this person so you guys can understand. So for the Henry Carnival, you all know I jumped the Henry Carnival, and I found out like late that it was confirmed that I was jumping, right? I found out like probably a day before the event. I found out that I was jumping. So I had previously asked a friend that I know lives there if I can stay by them. They said okay, no problem, whatever. The day of the carnival, the night of like the juve, my friend was not answering me. Well, not answering, my friend was acting like a complete asshole, not texting me back, not answering my calls, like a complete asshole. So I'm like, okay, you know what, I need to find another solution. So in finding my other solution, I said, you know what, okay, I will go view Fort, because I really didn't want to go back home, jump the Henry Carnival, go home, then come back the Henry, and then go home. Like I just wanted to, like, to me it was too much of a hassle. And View Fort was the next place. Even if View Fort is a lot further, View Fort was the next place because my sister is down there. So I said, you know, I'll go View Fort or whatever. So in messaging my dad, I found out that my dad was he would have stayed down before, but he's leaving early in the morning, like around 5 in the morning. So I'm like, what sense I'm making, because I can't go down with him, because what I doing in Denver at 5-6 o'clock in the morning, you understand? Where would I be? What would I be doing? So I checked this particular YouTuber because I know they live Vieux Fort, and I asked, okay, is it possible I can stay by you? I specifically asked this, is it possible I can stay by you and you can drop me to the place and then come get me and drop me home? This particular YouTuber agreed, said okay, I'm gonna do all of this. Okay, I specifically asked, said I'm gonna do all of this. And then I said, you know, if you need gas money, I have money. And he's like, no, whatever. So I said, okay, you know what, that's the plan, that's what I'm going to do, because if I stay with my sister, my dad is going to leave early in the morning and I'm making sense, which means I'll have to take bus, and there's a whole other hassle which I was trying to avoid. So I was at the club because my dad and my sister's boyfriend owns a club down Vieux Fort, and whilst we were at the club and all, like the YouTuber was at the club too. He wanted drinks. I told him to ask my father. My father bought him drinks, all kind of stuff like that, right? My father bought him drinks. So then I said, around when the club was closed, I'm like, Dad, sis, I'm staying by him because it would be more convenient for me. My dad said, okay, cool, no problem. Well, I'm confusing myself. That's the day of carnival. Sorry, I confusing myself. The Saturday night self, the Saturday, because it was a Saturday and a Sunday, my dad picked me up after carnival and then went on Vieux Fort. So I said, you know what, I will stay by him, he'll drop me home or whatever, the Sunday. I'm sorry if I'm all over the place. I can't believe I left that out. So he said, okay, cool, no problem. The Sunday comes, you know, gets me food, which is very nice, got me food, ate whatever, and gets ready to go down to Denver for the last day. So we go down to Denver, we have no issues, no problems, nothing. Now, like we previously spoke about, he would drop me there, go back Vieux Fort, come and get me, and then drop me home. Now I understand it's a hassle, but why agree to something that you know if you agree to something, it means you're cool with it because you agreed to it. So the last day of carnival, I'm getting late, I'm drunk, I see so many of my friends. I had endless opportunities to go home, meaning like endless rides, like people to drop me home. I could have stayed in Denver by another friend. So he comes and gets me, right? He comes and gets me, and when he comes and gets me, we're walking because his other friend was there. His friend was holding my hand because I was drunk or whatever, and of course the plan was to drop me home. So he's supposed to be going up to Denver Valley to Bexar to drop me home. I see this nigga is taking a left and heading down to Micud. So I'm like, excuse me, why are you going down Micud? He's like, oh, I'm gonna get gas, which was a lie. Okay, first lie, first wrong shit he did. His first lie. He's like, oh, I'm going to get gas. So I said, okay, cool, fine. But like me thinking about it, there's a gas station just by Denver, whatever. So like, why couldn't you go to that gas station? Why is me could you go to? So I'm in the car and I'm drunk, and I know we're going to Vivo. I automatically know already we're going to Vivo, but I just don't voice anything. I don't say anything because I'm drunk. I don't know. So we reached to Vivo, and he's telling me, oh, you have to stay another night, and that's all. No explanation, nothing. Next fuck up. So I'm like, are you kidding me? So finally now I realize I'm drunk. Okay, now for me, normally I'm a late bather. Like I tend to bathe really late, and then I was tired when I'm drunk. I just want to, like, when I'm drunk and stuff, I just want to like stay on the bed and just like chill before I go shower. So that's exactly what I did, and I could understand why he was upset, because I mean, of course, I came from jumping up carnival. I'm smelling of alcohol, smelling of sweat, and I'm on the bed. And I'm like, my thoughts were, if you didn't lie to me, I would not be in your bed sweating and all of that stuff. Like, if you had just been honest about shit, I would not be here or whatever. I could have taken a ride down Denry. I could have taken a ride with one of my friends or stayed Denry, you understand? So I'm on the bed, he starts arguing or whatever, and then he starts acting like a little bitch and starts turning off the Wi-Fi like I'm a little child. So I'm like, what the fuck? So at that moment, one of my friends who was Denry Carnival and like saw me, right, we were grinding and stuff, he calls my phone. It's like God told him to call me. So when he calls my phone, I steps outside because this guy is listening to my conversation. So I'm like, hey. He's like, you got home safely? I'm like, no. I'm pissed because I'm drunk. I'm pissed, and I'm explaining to him what happened. And my friend was like, wow, Kimani, like I could have dropped you home because I was Denry. I'm like, exactly. I know if he had been honest, if he had said something, we could have done another arrangement or whatever, but he didn't say anything. So at that moment, I told my friend like he's turning off the Wi-Fi like a little bitch, like he's a little bitch, he's turning off the Wi-Fi. And my friend was like, okay, I'm gonna top you up. So I'm like, okay, fine. My friend tops me up money. I put a plan because I previously had a plan. I put like a 2-day plans, and I thought I would be home by now, so I didn't re-top up my phone because I thought I'd have been home. My friend tops up my phone. I put a plan, which was great. So even if he turned off the Wi-Fi, I could have still communicate. Now look at the next fuck up, right? Prior to the next fuck up I'm about to tell you, I have an adapter. I have 2 adapters, one for my laptop and one for my modem for my Wi-Fi. So the modem for my Wi-Fi is in the living room, which means it stays on that adapter, and I have my other adapter for my laptop. He kept asking me for adapter. Now I'm a very giving person. If I had extras, I would have given. If I know I had extras home, I would have given him the adapter. He kept asking for the adapter. I told him, no, I cannot give you the adapter because this is the only one that I have. Okay, so when I was packing my bag, note what, I wasn't drunk because my bags were already packed in the car. I put my charger, my cube, my cord, and the adapter in one compartment of my bag. So now that this is happening, I'm on the bed, I'm going for my shit to charge my phone because it's about dying. I'm seeing the cube, I'm seeing the charger, but not the adapter. So I'm like, but wait, where the frick is my adapter? I know I packed my adapter because I pack everything. I always recheck shit and all of that. I know I packed my adapter. So I'm going for my bag, my adapter is not there. So I'm like, where is my adapter? I scream out loud. And then he tells his friend, look, one, give that to her. And his friends bring me the adapter. Yo, I am pissed at this moment because this is what happened. This guy went into my bag, my personal property, and took something out of my bag without my knowledge. To me, that's considered stealing. Isn't that not considered stealing? When you go into somebody's property and take shit from them and they have no idea that you did that, that is considered stealing. And you know what pissed me off even more? It's like I felt violated. If I had the adapter, I left the adapter on the dresser on the bed and he take it, like I would have probably forgiven him, no problem. But the fact that he went into my personal stuff, my personal bag, dig through my shit to take my adapter, I felt violated. I was like, wow. Like, I consider that stealing because even if I'm there, like, I'm not gonna go for your stuff, I'm not gonna take your shit, I'm not gonna do that kind of stuff. That's not how I was raised. I was not raised to go into people's shit and take their stuff and all of that without their knowledge or without asking. You never asked me, you never did anything. You went for my bag and you go for my shit and you take my shit. And that's what pissed me the hell off. That's what I knew from that point, that I couldn't be cool with that YouTuber again. I said, nah, he could have done anything else. The fact that you went for my personal shit and you took something from my bag without my knowledge, I cannot fuck with you. I cannot, because that's stealing. I consider that stealing. And like I said, if I had left it on the dresser and he took it, I would have been okay. I would have forgiven him, no problem. But the fact that he went into my personal shit pissed me the hell off. So that's why I was mad the entire night. I was pissed off. Like, I was upset because I'm like, I could have stayed Denry, I could have gotten rides, like, no issues. And one of my friends was mad. He was like, Wacky man, you could just stay there. I'm like, I know. So the morning comes or whatever. Now I guess, I don't know if he realized how he fucked up. He comes to me and starts explaining himself as to why, you know, he brought me Viewfort. He started talking about, oh, his brother's girlfriend had just put gas in the car, and if he had done the ride up, that means he'd be using all the gas, and he didn't want to do that. And I'm like, in my head, like, yo nigga, if you had just communicated to me as a man, okay, as a, how old is he, 30-year-old man, man, a grown mature man, and communicated to me and said, excuse me, this is what the issue is, I would have told you, hey, okay, let's come up with another solution. Or so, like, okay, no problem, let's go back with your fault. Or I could tell you, like, hey, I had cash, because that day I had endless cash. I would have had no issue giving him $100 for gas in the car, a whole $100 for gas, because I know it's me he taking out, taking home. This is not my man or anything. So I had no issue with putting gas in the car. So I'm like, oh, I'm sitting there and I'm quiet, I'm not saying anything, and that's his way of explaining. And I'm like, you should have explained it right there and then. You shouldn't have lied to me. You shouldn't have taken my adapter. You shouldn't have done none of these things. So after that, you know, that happens. Dropped me on a bus. My same friend who taught me up picked me up in Cashews and dropped me home. And that was that. And that was the reason why I stopped talking to this YouTuber. The main reason is because he went through my personal property and took my shit from my bag, and I consider that stealing. Because, and the thing about it that pisses me off more is that he went through my personal shit, and I'm not cool with that. Like, I'm not cool. That's, like I said, that's not how I was raised. Okay, if I want something, I ask. If somebody tells me no, fine, that's it. I don't go behind a person's back and go in their shit and take their stuff without their knowledge, without asking. And let's say he was borrowing it. Let's say you were just borrowing it, okay? Because, you know, let's say you were borrowing it. You ask. You say, excuse me, Kimmy, can I borrow your adapter, please? Because if I want something, I'm asked. I say, excuse me, can I borrow this? And that's what pissed me off. And that's why he kept saying about, if you were in my life, he kept saying that stuff about me not bathing or whatever. It was because I was tired. After jumping up Carnival, I was tired and I just wanted to rest for 10-20 minutes. And right after I went and shower. Right after I went and shower. I can understand how disgusting that is, because yes, I'm not in my house. That was wrong of me. I can admit fault in that department. That was wrong of me. But if you didn't lie, if you had been honest and communicated with me, I would not have been in your bed after Carnival without going and shower, sweating or whatever. I would not have done that, okay? If you had just been honest. And like I said, after about 20-30 minutes, I went and showered and I jumped my ass in the bed and I went and sleep. So guys, that's why I'm not talking to this YouTuber. It's because he lied to me and he took my personal property from my bag without asking. And that's, like I told you, that's why I draw the line, and I'm not cool with this person anymore. And that's that. And this is my truth. And like I said, I didn't tell no lies in this story. This is exactly what happened, everything that transpired, okay? And he said, like, my mouth big, because I guess he said that because I told my friends as to what happened. And I'm like, of course I'm going to tell my fucking friends. I'm sorry. Of course I'm going to tell Megan. Megan is my main girl. When you in a pickle, you know your girls, you're calling up your girls. And that's what it was. I called up, I'm like, sis, hey, let me tell you what happened, sis. Let me tell you what happens. Let me tell you what happens, sis. Which is why the main reason he kept turning off the Wi-Fi. And he wanted me to go and shower. And he said that my mouth is big. I'm like, nah, if you fuck up, I'm going to speak about it, okay? And I spoke about it with my friends. Okay, I didn't go into public forums to speak about it. Well, except now, after you did it, I didn't go into groups and speak about it, right? So that's why I felt I was constantly provoked, because this guy he came under my life, and I'm like, I haven't even done that to you. I haven't even come under your life. You come under my life cursing, saying all kind of shit about me, nasty shit about me, and that's not cool. That is not cool. And after you do all of that, you want to come to me and say, let's calm, let's dead it. After you say all the things you said, and I'm supposed to just like, okay, let's dead it. Let's dead it. No. 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 Anyway, guys, this is why I'm not talking to this particular YouTuber. Majority of y'all know who it is, because this person lied to me and he stole my shit. And that's my truth. He has his truth. Just make sure you explain yourself in your truth. And like I said, I would apologize. I apologize for the shit that I did was wrong. The only shit I did was wrong. The only shit I did was wrong was being in the bed 20-30 minutes and then going in a shower. But granted, I was tired as fuck. Sorry for cursing. I was tired and I just wanted to rest before I go in the cold shower. Okay? Alright? Anyway, guys, I'm your girl Kimmy Pierre.